Welcome back to part 7 of putting old Humpty Dumpty back together again. If you remember, we left off needing some electrical work, finishing that up. Well, I really hate doing electrical work. My nephew can't be here today. He might come by tomorrow, and I'm gonna let him finish that stuff up. But trust me, we got plenty more to do, so let's get busy. Yes, sir, we got plenty left to do. Like I said, we got to finish the electrical. Need an entry door right over yonder. I got to go get at least one more load of concrete, spread it, compact it, and then, make sure the grade's good and level. I got to dig a ditch from the pole to my box out there. My trusses, my helpers, when we put the trusses up, they wouldn't let me clean them. They were sitting right out there. They got a little muddy on the bottom. Well, they wouldn't even let me clean them off. I don't know why, but they wouldn't. I got a pressure washer wand that, extends real tall, real long. So I'm gonna clean all that mud because that'll bother me for the rest of my life if I don't. Clean all the mud off of them. Let me show you this right here. See these two braces? That one's on the inside of that pole, that one's on the outside. Well, that bothers me. I want that one on the inside, so we're gonna move that. Still got to brace these two poles here. What else? Oh, I would like to wash the old metal, that wall and that wall there, because they're kind of nasty looking. Spray a little bleach on them, get all that stuff off. I'm sure there's more to do, but that's all I can think of right now. What we're going to do right now, we're going to start putting an entry door in. Y'all know I'm not a constructor of buildings. No, sir. I am a backyard butchery mechanic. And I can backyard butchery construction too. Yes, sir. And that's probably what's going to happen on this door. Anyway, I want it centered of this little section here. The door, the rough opening is supposed to be 38 1/4 by 82, but it's got brick molding on it, and this is metal building, and it's going to have metal J-channel on the outside of the brick molding. So we got to cut the opening bigger than the rough opening of the lumber. Does that make sense? Anyway, I done found center of this here. There's my dot. Well, you measure out, to the door width, or what I've got to cut to 10, and it hits right over here on this rib. And well, I don't want that. So I have scooted it over 2 inches. It's going to hit about right here now. That'll let my J-channel fit in here just nice and pretty. So I'm going to get this marked off, and we're going to cut this metal first. Then I think we'll start, doing the framing and all that. This liable to take me all day to do this, because I'm double, triple, and quadruple checking myself to make sure I don't cut this metal wrong. It's going to be slow going. Well, the door opening, it's open. Yes, sir. Right or wrong, it's there now. What I got to do now is get me a header. Well, it ain't even a header because there's no load bearing, but you know, it's basically a nailer. Anyway, got to get me a header across here. Get me my studs here, and I'm probably going to put some blocking in between these nailers here, just for strength and whatever. But here's the deal with working with round poles. They're round. they make it a little more difficult. You know, I'm using a 2x4 header. Well, you know, it ain't even as wide as my hand. And see where my hand is? It ain't hitting no pole. So what I think I'm going to do is just get me a little short 2x4 nailer right here. Well, it'll be up here. Nail it to the pole and then set my header either on top of it or underneath it. It don't really matter. Anyway, let me get all that cut and see if I can get it nailed in. My nephew's nail gun. Pretty doggone handy. Our bottom board is a little bit out of level. I'm gonna probably have to shim the bottom of that door just a little bit. Well, I'm out of nails with this one. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna put me a block right here. Might put one over there too. Just help stiffen that bottom up. Yeah, let me do that. Well, it may be a little dark in here for y'all. I don't know how we all gonna be able to see this, but rough opening. It is framed up. Went ahead and put these little blocks down here because, you know, all we got is this little board right here. I think they call it a grade board. And, you know, it was just a little bit of that 2x4 hanging on. So I blocked it up right there, give that bottom of that just a little more security. Did the same thing over here. I think it looks pretty good. Went ahead and used a 2x6. It just looks better than the 2x4, I think. Anyway, I think it's time to get that door over here and see if we can get it installed. Looking at that opening from here, I probably should have centered it on just the white part, not added the green. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I just want a door. Speaking of doors, I got the wrong one. It's right hand. I need a left hand. I don't know why I got it. I ain't got a clue. I got to go back to Lowe's, exchange this. Well, I'm back. There's my door. Lowe's didn't have what I wanted. You know, I needed a left-hand swing. Plus, I got to thinking, in the wintertime, I'm gonna have all these doors closed because it's cold. Somebody knocks on my door and I won't know who it is. So I decided, you know, to get one with a window in it. I don't like answering the door with one hand on the doorknob, one on my hip, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I had to go all the way across down to Home Depot to get this one. And something else I just noticed, I shouldn't have cut that metal on the bottom of the door. But it don't really matter because the concrete is going to come up to there because there's going to be an apron, you know, out here. Anyway, I might put that piece of metal back just for now, just, you know, for looks. But anyway, let's get this door hung. Well, I just did some measuring and I didn't cut the tin at the top tall enough. I don't know what happened to me right there. I got to cut about another inch off that tin, you know, for the brick molding. The tin, well, you know, say the brick molding right here. Well, the tin can't go under it because of the J channel, you know, had to slide under it. Anyway, let me cut the top of that off a little bit more. All right, I think that'll be just fine and dandly right there. If it's not, well, we'll cut some more of it off. This bottom board is not level. It drops going that way, so I may have to shim the threshold a little bit over here. Also, this is how I was taught by my father to install a door. You pull the brick molding off first thing, get it out of the way. There it is right there. It'll get put back on. But the reason, well, I'm doing it for two reasons. He did it so you get shims, you know, on both sides, because that's just how you put shims in. Two, I'm taking it off so I can get my J channel on, you know, slide it up under the metal, then put the brick molding on, then slide the J channel out to the brick molding. So anyway, let me get that top piece off. Let's see if we can get this door hung. Well, let me tell you this also, I have never hung a door by myself. I always had Daddy or me and my brother, you know, we've hung a few. Never done it by myself, so this is, it's gonna be a little difficult, but I'm used to doing stuff by myself. So I think what I'm gonna do is just get her up in there and get this flush with the wall, stick me a screw in it immediately. That way I don't have to worry about holding it up anymore. Then we can go to shimming and squaring and doing all that kind of stuff. All right, wish me luck, but don't break it. Here we go. Oh yeah. Easy now. Now I can at least manage it. So, where's my level? That ain't bad this way. Actually ain't bad this way either. See what I'll do. Loosen the screws up. We'll stick us a few shims in there. Try to get my gap the same on the inside of the door. Perfectamundo. We gotta shim this bottom side over here a little bit with something. Perfectamundo. We'll put a screw in it and see what happens. Well, I do believe we got her installed, as far as the shims anyway. It closes and don't drag or catch on nothing. The reveal all the way down looks pretty doggone good. Over here, same thing. Yes, sir. The top, let me shut the door. Top looks pretty doggone good too. I don't like this board on the bottom being out of level, but there ain't really a whole lot I can do about it. I'm gonna try to stick some more shims up under that threshold there. Anyway, let me cut these shims off. We'll put the brick molding on, or actually I need to get the J-channel on first. Then we'll get the brick molding on. Well, I had to put one piece of brick molding back on. Well, I need a measurement from up top there all the way down here from the J-channel right here. And then I'm gonna be scratching my head for a little while because I don't do this every day. I used to know how you cut the corners on the vinyl, and I'm assuming this is the same way. May have to study on this. But let me cut one piece. Hopefully I don't mess it up and try to figure out how it goes. Well, fellers, it's getting dark on me. Sun has set. Yes, sir. I got my J-channel cut. I had to look it up online. I couldn't remember. I've done just a little bit of vinyl work. That's been a pretty good while. Hadn't done that much of it anyway, so I had to look it up online and see how you cut this stuff. Just like this right here. Here's your side piece. You just notch that out right there. Then here's what you do on your top piece. You got to cut that 45. Then you cut it right here too, and this little tab will bend over. After you stick her down in here, just like that right there. Well, sort of like that. Anyway, you get the idea. You'll have a 45 here that you see, and that little tab, you'll bend it down in there. Well, here's the issue. This top piece is too short. My handy dandy assistant ordered this, and I just found out that he does not keep the brick molding on. Therefore, you don't need, it's a different measurement basically. And if I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have kept the brick molding on. No big deal. And I ain't blaming him, so don't think I am. Tomorrow I got to find some J-channel, go across top. This is 40.5, what I got left. I need 42 inch, doing it like this. Anyway, we'll find us a piece tomorrow, no big deal. Well, it's the next day. I've been trying to find a piece of J-channel this morning, and well, one store up the road keeps it in stock, but guess what? In true MLS fashion, they don't have green. No, sir. My handy dandy assistant might have an extra piece somewhere. We're checking on that. For now, I'm gonna go get the tractor with backhoe attachment, and I'm gonna start digging this ditch right here. Gotta go from that pole to that pole right in that area somewhere there. There's somebody we ain't seen in a few weeks. Miss Daisy. Say hello, everybody. How you doing, girl? You have not made an appearance on the channel in a while. Where have you been? All right, we'll see you later. Well, I left the house this morning, headed to Mama's to get my backhoe attachment. There it is right there. It's about 6 or 7 hours later. I'm just now getting back home. Yes, sir. I've spent most of the day putting out other people's fires, and that's fine. I'm glad I can help people. But I have gotten absolutely nothing done on the shop today. No, sirree. Remember me telling y'all, there's always something to do before you can do something. Well, that's been today. Yes, sir. I think we got just enough daylight to finish the trim on this door. My handy dandy assistant, he found me another piece of J-channel, so that's awesome there. Let's get this done. I think I got a lock set. If I don't, well, I'll just have to go to Lowe's and get one. I do not know if this will work. don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't nobody cutting no metal off the bottom of that doorway. Y'all crazy. It looks pretty good. Yes, sir. I'm pleased with it. Got my door handles and locks and all that in, but I ain't got no strikers, so I don't know where they're at. So I have to go to Lowe's and get some of them. But y'all watch this right here. You know, if a door ain't plumb, it's gonna swing one way or the other. It ain't a moving. I can push it, it stops. Pull it back this way, it stops. Pretty doggone good. Let me shut it, and then I want to ask y'all something. Me and my handy dandy assistant, we were arguing a little bit yesterday. He don't like brick molding, mainly because he don't want to have to paint it. Well, I hate painting too, but I still think brick molding and the J-channel looks better than just the metal J-channel. Y'all let me know in the comments which way y'all like it better. Do you like it brick molding and J-channel, or just the metal J-channel? Anyway, it's about dark, about time to quit, so I think tomorrow we'll get the ditch dug back there, and if nothing else happens, maybe we can get some more stuff done. Well, I just got back from getting another load of Crusher Run. I'm not gonna spread it yet, it's still in the back of the truck. I got my backhoe set up here. This is gonna be kind of aggravating because, well, I got a pole and a building in the way. I'm gonna try, I gotta go right about where the bucket is. I'm gonna try to dig fairly straight to the pole, which I probably won't be able to get, but right in here. And I'm hoping I can come around this side, set up here, well, probably over here, and then grab this, dig the rest of it out. That's the plan anyway, but my plans, well, they normally don't work out. Anyway, let's get to digging. Well, I got about half of it dug. It took about 20 minutes. Backhoe, it's got to be 3 foot deep. We're right at 3 foot deep, so I think we'll be good there. I might do a little digging with a pick and shovel. Not looking forward to that, but it ain't a whole lot. It'll be all right. Fixing to reposition the tractor over here. See if we can't finish the rest of it. Well, I had to reposition again. That over there wasn't doing it for me. I had to move right here after I moved that big old apparatus over there. I'm right on the telephone pole. Hopefully I don't knock it down, but I can't guarantee that. Well, I got me a ditch from a building all the way to my pole. Yes, sir, 3 foot deep. Pretty close anyway. Only manual labor I'm gonna have to do is right here. It ain't gonna be too bad, but still, I told y'all I'm allergic to sweating. I'm very glad I had that thing right there. It is sort of a pile of junk like everything else I own. It belongs on the front of a skid steer. I bought that probably 15 years ago, and then of course, you know, converted it, welded it up to fit a 3-point hitch. The hydraulics on the tractor, they're not all that great. No, sir. It's real slow. The gallon per minute flow rate on the pump on that tractor, it's pitiful. It's really slow, and then it's, you know, I'm having to run it off the auxiliary hydraulics, and that means it runs through this valve, and you hear that valve squalling because it's, you know, it's hitting its max pressure, so it ain't real powerful. But I will tell you this much. It beats the devil out of a pick and shovel any day of the week. Yes, sir. This took, I don't know, about an hour and a half to do. You know how many days it would have took me with a pick and shovel? Well, I probably would have died before I got that done with a shovel. Yes, sir. It might be a piece of junk, but it beats the pick and shovel. I think now I'm gonna go in here and get some of this gravel back out of the way, and we'll go to digging a little hole here where I can run my pipe up to my box right here. Ooh. That's good for it. I figured I'd do that. Darn. Woo. Well, it's only 987 degrees out here today. It's a lovely day to be swinging a pick and using the shovel. Yes, sirree. I think that'll be good enough. If it's not, well, we'll peck on it a little bit more. After I rest and catch my breath, I think we'll go to the Dollar General, get us some bleach, and see this black mold, mildew, whatever it is. We're gonna spray all this old metal this side and that side over yonder. We're gonna get this looking a whole lot better than what it does right now. Well, let's get this nasty building washed off. It's pretty disgusting. This is how I do it. I'll mix it 1 to 1. Usually this is going to be a little less than 1 to 1. Put it in a pump up sprayer, and well, you just go to spraying it. I don't use pressure washer. You don't need a pressure washer, I'm telling you. The bleach does all the work. You watch, when I hit that black stuff with bleach, it disappears. The only thing you need is a water source to rinse the bleach off this building. That's it. I'm probably going to be a blonde after I get done with this, because it's going to rain down bleach water on me. Hopefully not, but it's liable to. Anyway, let's get busy. Well, it looks mucho bettero, if I must say so myself. Looks like a brand spanking new wall now. Yes, sir. Took all the black off. My sprayer won't go high enough to get up there. It wasn't too bad though. There's one spot over there I might work on. But yes, sir, it looks pretty doggone good. When I first started, I'm used to using a 1 gallon sprayer on the house. Well, that's a 2 gallon. I didn't have it mixed strong enough, so I put me a little more bleach in there, and yes, sir, it knocked it right out. I ain't gonna make y'all watch it, but I'm gonna do this wall right here now. I'll be back when I get done. Well, the Artez wall number 2, it also looks brand spankingly new. Yes, sir, sure does. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Pretty sure though, we can find plenty to do tomorrow. Yes, sir. One of them will be to spread the gravel in the back of that truck. See y'all tomorrow. Well, it's Saturday, and I usually try to take it a little easy on Saturdays. I don't get in too big of a hurry trying to get anything done. I think what we'll do is we'll dump that gravel that's in that truck. We'll spread it. Might do a little compacting. That's probably about all I'm gonna do today. Oh, my nephew's coming, I think, to finish the wiring up. So let me get all this cleaned out. We'll go dumping gravel. Oh, I gotta take the backhoe back first. I don't need it anymore, and that thing's heavy. Plus, you know, it's hanging off the tractor 6 foot. I need all the room I can, you know, to spread this gravel. Anyway, let's get this out of here and get the gravel in. Well, I think before I get on the tractor and go to spreading this everywhere, I'm gonna get a scoop of it, and we're gonna go around all these concrete blocks and fill them in first. nephew showed up. He's running the wire over here to my switch. He's gonna wire them up. He's already got the box wired up. All we got left on electrical, I believe, is welder plug, compressor plug, 3 outside plugs. I gotta get a light for this entry door here. I think we'll be done with electrical. I just got done spreading the gravel, and it's decent, you know, for using an old wore out tractor. I got me a string stretched across here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I measured all the way across. It varies from 4 to 7 inches. That ain't real good. It needs to be a little better than that. It's a little high out here in the middle, but I'm gonna have to have another load because it's low right here, low in front of that door, low right in this area, a little bit over here. So yes, sir, I gotta have at least one more load for the inside, and then, you know, we're gonna have an apron out here, I don't know, 6, 8 feet. And that liable to take 4 or 5 more loads of gravel. I'm about gravel poor, but I got to have it. Anyway, we're gonna finish up this electrical. I ain't gonna video that. We're liable to have power Monday though, because we're gonna run to Lowe's after a while and get us some supplies and run our conduit outside and to the pole, and then the electric company, they'll run it on up. Anyway, I'll see y'all Monday. Well, it's Monday morning, and as you can tell, we got the fan going. It's 1,000 degrees outside. We already been working. Let me show y'all this. My welder plug. I got to thinking, you know, I just had the wire laying on top of here because I already got wire under here. I got to think, you know, I'm gonna have metal over here and I'm liable to drop a piece. If I'm still holding on to it and it hits that wire, well, it'll be a shocking experience. So I decided go ahead and run that in conduit. I think it will be just fine. Got that done. I think we're gonna head outside now and try to drive some ground rods in the ground. And I think after that, I gotta put a door light up. And oh, let me show y'all this. See this big old box right here? That is 4 of my high bay lights. I got 1 of my security lights. The other should be here sometime today. Not gonna get power today. I thought we would, but we ain't. I am missing a reducer. Can't find one, nobody has one in town. We're using 3-inch pipe from the pole into here. Well, the box, it only has a 2.5-inch knockout. Well, I can't find a 2.5 to 3-inch. I'm gonna keep looking, and hopefully I'll find one, and then we'll run that to the pole, and maybe tomorrow we'll have power. I don't know. Son of a biscuit eater. I can't breathe. I tell you what, fellers, I do believe we hit a rock on that right yonder. We're in the shade right now because it's about 5,082 degrees outside today. Humidity is about 4,000%. We're taking a break. We'll go beat on it some more here in a minute. Well, we're rested up a little bit, and whilst I'm still in the shade, I sent him over to swing that big old Hummer because he's a lot younger, a little bit bigger than me. Anyway, let me tell y'all about my plum tree right here. As you can see, it's about dead. It's got a few plums. There's 2 right yonder. My deer, when they get ripe, they like to eat them. So, you know, this thing about half dead, I would like to, you know, keep her, you know, grow another one. So what I'm gonna do once we get done right here, I'm gonna put me a fence around it, keep the deer away from it, so they can't eat my plums. When they drop on the ground, I'll get them up, and, you know, you have to stratify them in the freezer, refrigerator. And then I'll plant me some next year, 2 or 3. Hopefully they'll come up, and then we'll have some brand spankingly new plum trees. These are really, really sweet too. They taste good. Well, we got the ground rods drove, so now we're working on our door light here. I think I'm gonna put it right in that area there. Got to cut me a hole and put our box and all that. That shouldn't take too long. Yes, sir? Yeah, okay, all right. way down there because I'm probably going to drop it again. Well, we got the light installed above the door. It's beautiful. And let me walk you back here. A big 3-inch conduit. I don't have enough. I gotta have just a little short piece. So I gotta go to Lowe's to get it. But I ain't going right now. I think it's, well, the gravel place closes in about an hour. I know I need at least one more load. So I'm gonna jump in the old dump truck right there and go get a load of gravel. Then I'm gonna come back and get the compactor right there, go over this gravel with it, see how much it compacts it, and I will probably need another load or two of gravel after I get done doing that. But once I get done compacting, I might spread that load, and then we'll see where we're at. But yeah, we're getting pretty doggone close to be done with this thing. Well, the panel is complete, with the exception of the ground wire running out to the ground rods. My much older brother came over and, well, we found us a reducer, and we run all the piping and run the wire partially in conduit. They will put it up on the pole tomorrow, but I got to get out there and fill that ditch in before they will do that. So the compacting, it'll have to wait. I'll do that tomorrow. Also, no, by the way, concrete guy stopped by. He checked everything out. He's going to give me an estimate, hopefully, within the next day or so. Hopefully he's not going to try to, kill me on it either. Anyway, let me get on the tractor and fill that ditch in out there. I've dug a lot of ditches in my time. Most of them right here in my backyard, running storm drain lines and whatnot. And it's probably hard for y'all to see, but that is really humped up. I've never had that much extra dirt digging a ditch. No, sir, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I got it compacted and raked the best I can right now. Hopefully tomorrow morning, they're gonna run that on up there and hook it up. We'll have lights and power in here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Got a little daylight left. Let's run that compactor down through here a little bit, just see how much it's gonna compact that gravel. I'm real curious about that. planned on, you know, doing a couple passes, but ended up doing the whole dead blame thing. And it's pretty smooth, pretty compact. Yes, sir. It didn't drop it much. Maybe a ½ inch. I doubt that much. Well, you got to remember, we've been over it with the tractor there several times, and the bucket, you know, spreading it and smoothing it out. So, you know, it was compacted pretty good already. Plus, you know, it's a lot of dust in it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. If I had to leave it like this, I could for a while. But I can see a lot more now how wavy it is. And we're gonna have to get that load of gravel out tomorrow, spread it, and we'll compact it. And for those who are wondering why, you know, I want it so level, well, planning on pouring 4 inches. And well, if you got 4 inches at the wall, but you got 7 here, 6 here, 5 here, and 8 over there, well, 1, you probably ain't gonna order enough concrete. 2, it's gonna take a lot more concrete and be a lot more expensive. That's why you want it, you know, pretty level. The guy that come here, you know, to give me an estimate on the concrete, I told him give me 2. 1, them just coming in, pouring it, finish it, and then 2, sort of, you know, looking over this and make sure it's good level. Because, you know, it'll cost you some more concrete if it ain't, the grade ain't good level. Anyway, I'm tired. Sun has went down. I'm going in the house. See y'all tomorrow. Well, y'all ain't gonna believe me unless I show you. See where them lights are plugged into? See where that fan's plugged into? Oh yeah, we got power now. Yes, sirree. This is awesome. Well, I'm coming to y'all from the future. A few days, yes, sir. Did some editing last night and realized, well, there is enough stuff to do for another video. Yes, sir. Hate to do it to y'all, but there will be a part 8. And will that be the last? I don't know anymore. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share it with friends. And until next time, go do something. Blurb, blurb.